Look, I think G6 Hospitality owns Motel 6 and Studio 6. As you know, Motel 6 and Studio 6 are probably the most recognizable economy brands here in the United States. They've been around for over 60 years, and it's impossible to drive around the United States with missing any one of our signages. We are all over the nation. I think my thesis of bringing in G6 Hospitality was saying that the brand was far more valuable than where the business was. And that's where I hope that we at OYO can try and make the business truly worthwhile of what this great brand is. So a lot of people who reacted, who did not know about G6's earnings or EBITDA and so on, they reacted saying just $500 million. And I think that talks a lot to saying this brand is truly worth a lot more. Purely commercially, the way we thought about it is this was a private transaction. It's a private company that we were buying. A lot of the public companies were in the 12 to 15 bracket of forward earnings. We looked at last 12 months, a couple of turns lower because we were transacting an illiquid asset. So there was an illiquidity discount. What can we do with it? I think the time will tell. But I think the top three areas for focus for me was it's an incredibly loved brand. If you speak to franchisees of Motel 6 or Studio 6, they'd say they make more money doing this business than any other brand. And now, including something that hurts me, but sometimes owners who own OYO and Motel 6, they say, well, I still make a couple of points more on Motel 6 than OYO.
Oh, no, really?
That's like two children, right? So you like all of them. So I think that's first. Franchisees love the brand. Customers love the brand. Our job is to make sure that how can we keep all the good things and then make it even more successful by bringing more rentals. We just launched the new mobile app that's growing and bringing in a lot more business. And then make sure that, while you do all of it, you can constantly reinvent the brand and make the brand much more exciting for the younger people in times to come.
Now, I'm not sure that Blackstone, who sold you the brand, would have seen the same things that you saw, because they ultimately let it go for the price that they let it go. But you're the entrepreneur and you're the visionary. So do you expect to see an integration between some of your existing OYO properties and the new brands?
Before I answer that, I'm assuming we may have a couple of folks from Blackstone, so I should... sorry, I'm just kidding. But I want to clarify that, look, I think Blackstone did an exceptional job with this company. They brought G6 as a part of their family back in 2013, I think, give or take. This was a period when, this business had a lot of corporate properties, and it was also franchising. I think they were very successful in building this business into two specific parts, translating the properties to franchising 100%, where I believe it belongs, because they are hardworking families who come in and run these properties with a perspective of great quality of service at the right cost structure. And on the other hand, they were able to build a brand which was very successful. So they returned $1 billion to shareholders over a period of 10 years. So congratulations to Blackstone. It's now our turn to see the same way as Blackstone was able to make this corporate and franchising successful. Can we make the franchising itself far more successful by using technology? We do not intend to integrate. We will keep these as three different brands between OYO, Motel 6 and Studio 6 with different propositions. Motel 6 and Studio 6 more hard brands. Studio 6 is going to be a big focus of growth. Extended stay is like, I think, probably the hottest invisible opportunity in the world of hospitality today. And of course, OYO will do the soft brand approach to help small to mid-size, like 50 to 150 key properties to be digitized.
So is there like some cool technology that we're going to see coming down the pike?
Yeah, look, I think, first off, thank you. I think that's very high expectations set. But look, we try to use technology. We believe in today's world, there is no business which is not a technology business. If you aren't using technology, you're possibly just not a good operator of a business. So I think if you're a good operator of a business, you've got to use technology well, is our thesis. I think talking about profitability, so our company globally has been, of course, we report some of these because we are rated and do our quarterly earnings. So last year, we finished the year with close to 180 mil or so of EBITDA, and we see a lot of upside here. And the way to use technology is you grow revenue, and to grow revenue, our perspective is brand.com, and I know that We may have some OTAs in the room. We'll continue working with you. But on the other hand, we're going to be doubling down on the brand.com. We recently launched our new mobile app, the My6 app. Our downloads are up almost 40 to 50% year on year.
Oh my gosh.
And we are rapidly forward investing to get more and more direct demand. The second area that we are very focused on technology is to make it easier and lower cost to manage locations. As you may have seen, LA just came out with a higher cost of operating hotels, and then so many other cities nationally it's not getting cheaper to run hotels. So how do we make sure that our franchisees still continue to believe that if I do business I always say this, the economy segment is the highest cash flow generating segment per square feet, and how can we keep doing that consistently in times to come?